What's up, guys? This is your boy Clement here, and I'm here with
Ebenezer.
And today we are going to talk about the types of credit cards. We have that one giant category of credit cards, but within there's a lot of different types of credit cards you can get. Sometimes it's based on your credit score. Sometimes it's based on what you qualify for in general. And if you manage to build your credit, which is what we're trying to teach you to do, then you can pretty much qualify for everything.
Every type of credit cards. I mean, I can brag that I can qualify for all types of credit cards. Whoa, hold on. There's this particular credit card for those like higher status millionaire type. Those credit cards you can't qualify for because no matter how good your credit is, those type of ones you have to have certain what is it called? Money capacity to be able to qualify for that. So those ones nobody can touch it. I'm not every person.
Why would a millionaire want to get a credit card though? What would be the benefit of it?
There's a lot of benefits. Those type of cards I've actually researched. Those black cards and then other ones. I watched. You have to be invited. You can apply for it, but those ones you have to actually be invited for them and. You pay, and like these ones you pay $250 per year, $600. Those ones, the initiation fee for one of them was I think $5,000 or $10,000 or even $15,000 I think. Then you pay yearly, and those are high status credit cards. So you have to even be invited. So those are not the ones we are going to talk about today. So
hey, somebody might,
who knows? Even. We are praying. That's what we are all working towards, right? Get more money and all the other stuff. But so we're gonna talk about the different types of credit cards, and we are gonna group them into certain categories. Some credit cards may overlap with others, but from what we have done, on what we have and what we know, these are the ones that we're gonna present to you. So the first, what do you want to talk about first?
Let's go for the student credit cards.
Student credit cards. Okay. So with the student credit cards, you say you started yours with a student credit card.
That's what I started with. When I started building my credit, I went to the bank and I had to put money down as a deposit in order for them to give me a credit card. At the time, my limit was only $250. So they gave me that student credit card. I think it was because I was a student at the time. And with that, I don't think it came with any benefits. I guess the benefit was just me building credit. And after using it for a year, they gave me that deposit back. At the time, I had a credit score. So they bumped my credit limit from $250 to $1,000. And then eventually, I went back and changed that student credit card to a rewards credit card.
Okay. So there's this category that we have that because of what he has said, we are going to put it together. So student credit card, first of all, is the one that usually is for students because students don't have a lot of working history or none at all. They don't have any credit card at all or normal history and stuff, and so it's easier for them to get it because you're a student. Obviously, they verify you're a student, right? Yeah, they do verify that you're a student before you get that. But at the same time, everything he described from putting your own money down and stuff like that is called a secure credit card. That's another type of credit card that we have. It's not on this list, but since we have mentioned it, so we have two different types of credit cards when you are building your credit: a secure credit card and an unsecured credit card. So the secure one is what he already described. You put your money down, usually start from at least $250 or $200 to whatever you have, and that's going to be your limit. And then so that's what he said. And then the reverse side, which is an unsecured credit card, is the one where usually you have to have credit history already before you're able to get that, because they look at your credit history and say, oh, we're going to give you $1,000, $500, $10,000. And so that's another type of credit card. So it's good that you brought that up. But for him, that's how he started. For me, I started with like a regular credit card, no rewards, nothing. I put $250 down. A year later, good credit habits, and they give me back my $250. Then
so that was the secure credit card.
Secure credit card, yes. Then they give me back my money. I think the initial unsecured card they gave me was $1,000. Then after that, when you maintain good credit history, they keep increasing it, and sometimes you can also ask for your own increase.
That it was the same for me. After the $250, a year later they gave me $1,000. And I kept requesting for more.
So basically that's what it is. Also, the next one that I want us to talk about is rewards cards. Okay,
which is the fun part of credit
yeah,
cards.
yeah, rewards or cashback cards. You're gonna put that into that category: rewards or cashback cards. What do you have to say?
I mean, I like the rewards and cash. I mean, that's my favorite part about credit cards, pretty much, because if I'm spending on a credit card, I want to be able to get some cash back for it, right?
Yeah.
So normally every store that I buy a lot from, I get their credit card. I buy from Amazon. I have an Amazon credit card. I buy from Walmart. I have Walmart credit card. I buy from Best Buy. That's where I get my electronics. I have a Best Buy credit card. So the one that I use the most is my Walmart credit card because that's where I buy everything.
Every
And normally at the end of the year, I would get like $1,000 back
in cashback.
in cashback. That's free money.
Free money.
That's money I get for buying with my Walmart credit card.
And so the reason why I have about 22 plus credit cards this year. I've slowed down because I want to get it somewhere from the middle going. But one of the same reason he said cashback, free money. That's if you use it the right way. Free money is not free unless you use it the right way. How many credit cards you have?
I have about 11.
11 credit cards. Yes. So usually you get I have a lot of cashback cards too. Like he said, most of the places that we shop at, you get a credit card from there. Recently, I got a Verizon card because when I switched from T-Mobile to Verizon, they said I couldn't use my existing credit cards because if I use it, I would lose the $40 that they give for free or whatever. So I got Verizon's credit card, and then I'm using it for just the cashback and free money part of it. And I have a Walmart card as well. I have a PlayStation card. I even wanted to get Uber card when it first came out, or for whatever reason I didn't want to give me. I have so rewards cards. Basically, you get that card, and whatever you use, depending on the percentage on it, you get a cashback. So my American Express Gold card has 4% on dining and I think restaurants and stuff, food and stuff. You buy it, you get 4% cashback. And then
and I know some of you guys may think, are you really getting free money? And the answer is yes. So when you're getting that credit card, if they tell you that, and let's break it down to a layman's point of view, right? If you're getting that credit card and they tell you that, let's say you have a 2% cashback, it means that for every $100 you spend on the credit card, the bank gives you $2 of free money. So let's say if I go out, I shop, I buy $1,000 worth of items on my credit card, and I'm gonna pay that bill off or whatever. But when my statement hits and I have that $1,000 bill on it, the bank, if they're giving me 2% of $1,000 is $20. So they will give me $20 for free, just for using the card to do that $1,000 shop.
Yeah, depending on the type of credit card that you have, you may get it in cash or statement credit or points. Or miles. You talk about that, but so with the Walmart one, recently I used a few of them to cut down the cost of as a statement credit. Sometimes you can actually cash out the money, and sometimes you can only use it for like travel and stuff like that, which you're going to talk about. One good thing about when you those things is when you get a new credit card, right? There's a promotional period where you get no interest.
Right. So it's a free APR. Normally they can say for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. What that means is that during that period, if you buy anything on the card and you don't pay your bill back in time, if you don't pay your full bill back in time, instead of
interest charge.
Instead of them charging you interest, they don't. So it can be a trap if you're not responsible. So normally, when I want to make a big purchase, personally, this is how I've utilized that. If I want to make a big purchase and I feel like I don't want to spend cash on it right away, maybe I want to pay it in increments or something, I get a card like that. At Discover, for instance, they gave me 18 months of interest-free spending. So that 18 months, I got it. I wanted to buy some furniture. So I put it on there. and every month I just make payments. As long as you're meeting the minimum payments, they're not going to charge you interest.
After those 6 months, 12 months, if you haven't made all the payment, then they will start charging you the current APR. And the thing about if you are actually making value of that credit card, first of all, when you get a new credit card, they have an introductory free money. Most of the credit cards, right? So when you get it, they say within 3 months, if you spend, some are literally only $200, sometimes only $500, sometimes $1,000. So you have to meet that before you get the bonus. That's one of the reasons why I have so many credit cards, just the free money. Chase gave me $800 flat. It was 80,000 points, translates to $800. I got that, I cashed it, but it depends though, because some of them have annual fees. Most of my cards, no annual fee. But some of my cards, few of them have annual fees, right? So you have to make sure it makes sense for you. In my American Express Platinum card, I get great service when I go to the airport. Every month, they give me $15 Uber. I'm about to actually go use it right now. $15 Uber and some other perks. So if it makes sense for you, you use it. And then on top of that, you get a cashback. Okay, so the cashback makes sense if you're not paying interest. If you are paying interest every time and you are getting the cash back, it's like they gave you $20, but they took it back. Give me back the money.
Guys, credit cards, all these advantages that we are talking about, it will be a trap if you're not responsible.
Yeah.
So when you go get a credit card and they give you that introductory money and say that, okay, if you spend $2,000 within 3 months, then we are going to give you $200. Spend it on the things you're already spending money on.
Things you already have to spend money on, you know what I'm saying?
Gas, food, the things, groceries.
Utilities.
The things that you're already spending money on.
Mm-hmm.
That's when that money you put it on a credit card and then you pay it back.
You pay back, yes.
After the statement balance comes in.
Yeah.
That way you get that money. Don't go spraying the money. Go on shopping spree.
Some people literally do that. Okay, so like my Chase, I think it was $4,000, right? $4,000 or something close in 4 months or something, and then you get 80,000 points, which is $800. Some people literally buy useless things
just to get that, right?
Just to get 800. But if you spend 4,000 that you don't need to spend just to get 800, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
But it's like he said, you have a big purchase coming up. Then you say, oh, okay, I want to use, you get that credit card, then you buy those things anyways, then you get that free $800 on top of that, okay, then you cash it back. And then, so that's what the whole thing is about, the APR and all of the other stuff. So those are the rewards and the cashback card. We can talk more about them as we go. But, yeah, anything else before?
Let's shoot for it.
Yeah. So the next one, we will do store cards. Store cards are those cards that it's only for a specific type of store. Okay, so I have an Amazon credit card, store card. I think you also have one, right?
Yeah, I have Amazon. I have Walmart, but you can use it anywhere though.
Okay, so there are different types of store cards. Some of them you can only use it at the store you got it from. So the Amazon card I have, I forgot to bring the Amazon card I have. You can only use it at Amazon.
Oh, my Amazon card, I can swipe it anywhere.
Yeah.
But it comes from Chase.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
yeah.
There are different ones.
Yeah.
So the one I have is directly from Amazon through Visa or something like that, and you only use it at Amazon. Okay. So if outside of Amazon, you cannot use it anywhere. But there's definitely different Amazon cards like the one he has. You can use it in all the stores. So like if you go to Ross, you get a Ross card. Most of the time it's gonna be just Ross. Macy's card, but those are store branded cards. So if you are getting those cards, you want to make sure, especially if you wanted to use it everywhere else, you want to make sure that card can be used everywhere else. So Walmart, Amazon,
Best Buy.
I have a PlayStation card. Those are store cards specifically for that store most of the time. Even though sometimes you can use it otherwise.
When you go in to get it, just find out. Because sometimes the ones that I have, my Amazon card for instance, is a rewards card as well. You can use it everywhere, but the cash back when you use it everywhere is like 1%.
Yeah.
But when you use it on Amazon, it's like 3%.
Yeah. So
I think my Walmart is the same. If I buy from Walmart, I get more cash back than using it anywhere else.
Sometimes, one thing it wasn't part of this I want to add is, so there are like the reason why we have rewards cards is that some cards don't have any rewards. My very first credit card from Apple, there was no rewards.
Yeah.
And so if it's your first card, sometimes you don't really care, right? But the subsequent one, just don't get any credit card. You have to check the rewards. Do they offer introductory bonus? How much cashback do you get out? If you're somebody who said, oh, I don't want to do too many credit cards and I just want 1 or 2 credit cards or 3 max, you want to get credit cards that are good in most categories, okay? Discover like this, sometimes this month they say 5% category on Amazon. Next month they say 5% category on gas. So you want to get those cards that are good everywhere. My Chase Freedom Unlimited like this gives me 1.5% on everything you buy. It don't matter. I have one from Navy. It gives me 2% cash back on everything. It's just that it's annual fee of $50. So you want to make sure, like he said, you do your research on that card and see how that card can help you, because obviously, remember, you swipe, they also get their money. So you want to also get your money. Okay. Anything you want to add to this?
And you said annual fees. So if somebody goes in for a credit card and they tell you that the card has annual fees, normally all my cards except one has 0 annual fees. And what it means is that as long as you're using it, paying back your bills on time, you don't pay any interest on it, right? If you have to pay interest, it's just because you didn't pay your full statement balance. Annual fees means that even if you don't use the card, at the yearly basis, they're gonna charge you that amount.
Yes.
So I believe I have a United Airline credit card. It has an annual fee of $90. So that $90, the year hits, whether you've used the card or not, you pay that $90.
You're gonna pay back, yeah.
Yeah. So when you're getting a card with annual fees, the question you ask yourself is that annual fees worth
it?
The rewards?
Why do some cards have annual fees anyways? So
I think they're bougie, I guess.
Man said bougie. Okay, so the reason why cards may have annual fee is they offer special perks that regular cards or regular cashback cards don't offer. Okay, so the thing is, you have to check, like he said, those perks. Is it worth it? So I have an American Express Platinum card, right? Annual fee, hold your breath. Annual fee is $695. Be like, whoa, are you crazy? Why did you get that card? First of all, it's a trial basis. I'm going to renew because from checking what I've used it for in the past year, I think it's still worth it to give it another try. So it's $695 annual fee. What do they offer? They offer Clear. When you go to the airport, you don't join the regular line. They cover it's I think $100 a year or one something a year. So you get free Clear, right? Every month they give me $15 to order Uber and pick up or eat or anything like that. I get that for free. Also, I have Walmart Plus, which is $12 for free. I have ESPN, Hulu, and stuff like that for free. They pay. They charge a card and they refund me every time. Basically, I have extra things on the card, right? That gives me that. And then there are seasons or times that they do like, if you buy things from this store, you get extra money back. And I've been getting that because I was making the calculation and making sure, is it worth it to renew? Is it worth it to renew? Then I realized that because I have that and the gold card. From those things, sometimes I get like 50% cash back by the time I realized, and I used it to buy something on Amazon. So putting that together, sometimes you actually overcome that $695. It depends on the worth. The very first time I went to Ghana with that card, I was like, damn, I think I've already used up the benefits already. And just from today, it's worth it at least this moment. Because when you go there, I went to take a shower at there's special place for those type of people who hold a card and some higher status or whatever. I went there, you show them your card, you have a special number, priority pass or something like that, and they give you access to the restaurant. Everything there is free. On God, on phone, everything there is free. You go in there. I went in there. I was smelling. I went to shower, and I came there, crossed my legs and stuff like that. There are a few things that you have to pay for. So you have to calculate those things and make sure it's worth it. If it's worth it, that $695 is nothing. But then if you don't travel at all, because I don't travel much, I've only traveled a few times, right? But the other benefits kind of make it worth it. So I'm gonna try it again. But if you don't travel at all, you don't care about no Uber. I use the Uber things to try food out, okay? So you don't want no Uber, nothing. Then all of a sudden, you want to get that card and just pay $695 or $200 and something, depending on the card, for no reason. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, so far we've talked about rewards, which we said is free. Rewards and the cashback is actually free when you spend on the credit. We've talked about annual fees, which we said that if you're getting a credit card, make sure you see the annual fee if it's zero or if there's an amount. Because if there's an amount, when the year ends, they're going to charge you that amount so that you don't get surprises. So all my cards, except one, has zero annual fees. And you check your interest to see how much they will charge you. Sometimes the card will give you free interest for a certain amount of time that you can use it. So
and store cards that we've talked about too.
Yeah.